Megan here. Welcome to my YouTube channel, and if you're returning, welcome back. Today we're going to do a 15-minute full body stretch, so you can use this as a warm-up or a cool down after any of my classes. So let's go ahead and get started. So we're going to sitting onto our sit bones, and we're going to have our feet flat onto our mat, about hip distance apart. Then we're going to start with our hands grabbing right behind our knees and in a neutral spine. So just a natural curve of our spine sitting here. And then we're going to take a deep inhale and pull back onto our knees and lengthen through that spine. So really pulling that chest up and reaching the crown of that head long up towards that ceiling. Really pull back onto those knees. And then exhale back into a neutral spine. So let's go ahead and do that again. So inhale, pulling back, lengthening through that spine, engaging that core. And then exhale, back to neutral. Inhale, pull. Exhale, back to neutral. Just a few more. Let's do inhale, pulling back. And exhale. And last one here. Inhale, pulling back, lengthening like someone's pulling your head up by a string. Pull those shoulder blades down. And then exhale, back to neutral. Great. So I'm going to turn around and face you. I'm going to be sitting crisscross here. If you're comfortable doing this, great. If not, you can do this on your knees, whichever works for you. We're going to do a little mermaid. So I'm going to place my right hand onto my mat, and my left hand's going to be my mover. We're going to take an inhale, reach our hand up towards the ceiling, and exhale as you flex over towards that right side, lengthening and opening that left side of the body. Pull your shoulders back. Inhale back up, and exhale back down. Let's do that one more time, okay? So we're going to inhale, bringing that left arm up to ceiling, and exhale as you flex over to that right side. Pull those shoulders back, don't collapse, engage that core. Inhale, back to ceiling, and exhale, bringing that arm down. Great. So we're still going to work onto this side, so it's going to be a push and pull. So I'm going to place my right hand onto that mat and my left hand onto my right thigh. And I'm going to pull back with my left hand onto that thigh, and I'm going to push into my right hand. And as I do so, I'm going to rotate my body towards the right side, and I'm looking over my right shoulder. So my hips stay square towards the camera, and I'm just rotating from that waistline. It should feel nice spinal rotation here. And exhale, back to center. Good, so let's do the same exact thing on the left side. So now I'm going to place my left hand down, and my right hand's my mover. So I'm going to inhale as I reach my right arm up to the ceiling, and exhale as I flex over to that left side, opening the right side of my body now. Pull those shoulders back. Inhale back up. And exhale, bringing that arm down. Good, let's do that one more time. So inhale, reach our arm up to the ceiling, engage that core. And exhale, pulling those shoulders back, flexing over to that left side, opening the right side of that body. Inhale back to center. And exhale back down. Awesome. And then do that rotation. So placing my left hand onto the mat and my right hand onto my left knee, and I'm doing that push and pull. I'm pushing into my left hand, and I'm going to pull back with my right hand as I rotate my spine, and I'm looking back towards my left shoulder now. Sitting nice and tall. Take a deep breath. And exhale as you slowly rotate back to center. Awesome. So let's go ahead, and now let's come on to, I'm going to face this way. So I'm gonna be on all fours. I'm gonna take my left leg, and I'm just gonna keep my body center and I'm gonna push my left leg out. So now I'm gonna feel that inner thigh stretch and I'm still on my right knee. So push it as far as you're comfortable with, not collapsing into it. Just pull it out until you feel that nice stretch in that inner thigh. And just to add a little bit more, we're gonna come down to our forearms, getting deeper in that stretch, and then back onto the palms of our hand. So if you can, when you want a deeper stretch, coming down to the forearm, and then onto the palms. Good, engage that core. Last one here, come down to the forearms, reaching that leg long, and then onto the palms of our hands. Good, bringing that leg back, and we're gonna take the leg and we're gonna cross it behind our right kneeling knee. And we're just gonna come into a nice child's pose, but with the legs crossed. So relaxing the shoulders, sitting back towards those heels. You're really gonna feel that stretch on that left leg that we were just working into the hip abductor, glutes, everything. Should feel really nice. Relax those shoulders. And slowly come on up out of this, and we're gonna place both legs next to each other so both knees come down. And now we're gonna sit into this right hip. So sitting back towards that right hip, and we're gonna walk our hands out towards that left side. So you have your arms reaching towards the left side, but you're sitting into that right hip. So a nice deep stretch in our hip flexors, our hips and hip abductors. And slowly come on up, and we're gonna still stay on all fours, and we're still gonna work into this left leg. We're gonna bring it up to table like a fire hydrant, and now we're just gonna do hip circles. So bringing hip mobility, really important. Should feel nice. Go as wide and big as you can. Try to keep your body weight center. And then let's reverse the direction, same thing. So we're just moving from the hip, moving that ball and socket for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bringing that knee down. Let's go ahead and place our left foot forward, and we're gonna go into a single thigh stretch. So left foot forward, right knee down, and we're just gonna hinge forward. So our right leg, our right thigh kind of comes really straight with that right leg, and you're gonna feel that pull on that right thigh and opening up those hip flexors. So if this is good for you, stay here, or you can bring your hands down to the mat, whichever works for you, but you really want to feel that right thigh and right hip flexor really opening and stretching here. If you're up on bring the hands back to your knee, and we're gonna take a deep breath, bring our right hand up to the ceiling, and then we're just gonna flex over towards that left side, getting deeper into that stretch, and we're still hinging forward. And then back down. Stay there. You're just gonna reach through that left leg and pull it back. So now we're still on that right knee, and we're going into a nice hamstring stretch. So keeping that left leg straight, you'll really feel that nice pull in the back of the leg. Good. And let's come on up. And then last one on this side, we're just gonna place our left leg down, cross it in front of us into a nice little pigeon stretch, keeping that right leg nice and long. And let's come on up. And then let's go ahead and do the same exact thing on the other side. So I'm gonna go ahead and flip facing the other side, and I'm gonna place my right leg out now, and I'm just gonna push it all the way out. So I'm feeling that nice inner thigh stretch here. And then I'm gonna come down to my forearms for a deeper stretch, and then back up to my palms. Down to the forearms, and up to the palms. Last one. Down and up. Good, I'm gonna take that leg and I'm gonna cross it behind my left leg now, and I'm gonna come into a child's pose, but with my legs crossed. So I'm relaxing the shoulders, sitting back towards my heels, dropping the head down towards the mat. Good, coming on up, both knees come together, and now I'm going to sit into my left side and reach my hands out to the right. So I'm sitting into my left hip and reaching my arms out towards the right side. So I'm getting that nice stretch. And slowly come on up, and let's bring that right leg up to tabletop, and we're just going to move through the hip. So moving that ball and socket. And let's reverse the direction. Go ahead and bringing that leg down. And then let's go ahead and bring our right leg up. And we're gonna go into that nice single thigh stretch. I'm hinging forward, and now my left thigh and hip flexors are stretching and really opening here. And let's bring our left hand up to ceiling and stretching towards that right side. Still hinging forward. Bringing our hands down and pushing through that leg and straightening that right leg, getting that nice hamstring stretch, so feeling that nice pull in the back of the leg. Coming on up, last one here. Let's go ahead and place that right leg right in front of us. Getting the nice little pigeon stretch. If you want to get a little bit deeper, you can bring your forearms down towards the floor, onto your mat, sorry. And let's slowly come on up. So let's come back onto all fours again. And then from here, tucking your toes in, pushing through your hands, we're gonna come into a downward dog. So press through those hands, through those shoulders, pushing back, and see if you can place your heels onto the floor. If not, it's okay. We're really getting the back of those legs. And then let's go into prances. So dropping one heel at a time. Relaxing the shoulders. And last one. Putting both heels back down, press through those arms, and then coming onto a nice plank, and then slowly coming down. And then let's bring our arms, keeping our hips up. We're gonna bring both arms, forearms down to the mat, and we're just gonna place and stretch through. So it's kind of like a puppy pose. So you're gonna bring your chest down to the mat, but keeping your hips up. And then wag that tail. And slowly come on up. And then let's just drop those hips and press through those hands, and just a nice back extension. Engage that core. Really push up, pushing the pubic bone into the mat, and really getting that nice back extension. And come on up. Good, guys. And let's just bring our arms up to the ceiling. And stretching right. Back up to the ceiling. And stretching left. Back up and hands to prayer. Thank you guys so much. I hope you enjoyed that quick full body stretch. Like I said, we can use this for a warm up before my classes, or you can use this as a cool down after my classes. It's a great stretch, so you really want to stretch your body before or after a class. So I hope you enjoyed this, and if you did, please don't forget to give this class or this video a thumbs up, and I will see you guys next time. Have a great one.